don't know if it was a bystander that called Michael, the councilman, and told him that the police had somebody pulled over, but it's like the police down in Norway is just like so crazy, like he's just known for harassing people. So somebody called the councilman and told him that he had somebody pulled over, and the councilman came up there and asked what was the reason for the traffic stop, everything like that. Then the police just was like he was gonna sign a warrant for Michael's arrest. That was what happened. Norway police is something that needs to be done right now. Norway police is, we would say, is crooked. Norway police is crooked. And it's like everybody coming to see like Michael is the bad guy, but it's not really Michael. It's like it's a lot of undercover stuff going on in Norway with police officers that not many people are seeing. Because people be quiet, or it's a police officer, so people not gonna say nothing because it's a police officer. But it's just Norway police it's not right. Norway police is not right. I think with Mr. Singleton, I think he just like on the verge at the edge because of so much stuff is going on in Norway, and I think he's at the standpoint was like he was like somebody need to speak out, because if we waiting on anybody else, like the mayor, if we waiting on the mayor to say something, nothing is going to be done. Like to me, I think he was right by his action, because he's the only one like actually saying something and trying to do something about the police activity that is going on in Norway.
The Norway Police Department has actually been profiling my family for quite some time, and I knew it was a conflict of interest. So rather than me actually being a vital part of what is taking place, I actually, not said anything. And a lot of times I called the mayor and I let her know because it was a conflict of interest. At the time I was a police commissioner, but sometimes in between me taking a hiatus from the council in order to complete graduate school, she had made a decision to no longer have me as the police commissioner. And I didn't find out that I was no longer police commissioner until I got it from our town administrator / police chief, Scott Ward. He informed me that I was no longer the police commissioner. My purpose for actually stating to Officer Jamie, whom by the way I have not officially met, we've never met formally or informally for that matter. So he knows just as much about me as I know about him. The only thing that he knows about me is what our town administrator / police chief, Scott Ward, told him. And I know this is just a ploy in order to silence me, because I have a strong voice, and I realize I have a strong voice. And this is just to silence me because I advocate for those who don't have a voice for themselves in the town of Norway. I know this is not a race issue, but I am the only working black individual on the town council in the town of Norway. And our police department is actually running a deficit and have been for some time. And Chief Ward hired Officer Lucas, Jamie Lucas, as a ploy to make up the deficit from where we don't have the money to actually pay the police department. So he's been profiling folk, stopping folk intensively for no reason. What it all boils down to is no secret. Chief Ward / town administrator Ward, he and I have bumped heads on several occasions, and as me being police commissioner, we've had several conversations. I've had some conversations with our mayor. I've also told her or expressed my concerns as to what I thought or how I felt. It seems like anything that I try to say doesn't work. He gets to do whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it. And that's not how it works. One of my former co-workers, Greg Covington, he was not aware that he was no longer mayor pro tem until I told him. And the only reason I said to him that he might want to resign, because I was told that there was lawyers here in Orangeburg that has information or insight on the Norway Police Department and how it's running and what they're doing. I don't know whether or not that deficit has been filled or not, but we were running a deficit at one time. We can't afford the police department, let's be real. So we hired someone that was gonna just make the money, I guess, to pay 2 salaries and only 1 officer working. So, with him doing all the work, he has 2 salaries to pretty much pay for. So therefore, that's why he's harassing everybody he can and stopping folk with all these bogus traffic stops and all these other stuff. And I keep saying town administrator. Norway doesn't have a town administrator, but our police chief does not work. He tries not to work. And if it wasn't for Officer Lucas making all the traffic stops and harassing people to actually stop them, and then he goes and send them to the store to get what you call those things? Money orders. Yes, he will stop you. You have to go to the store and get a money order and pay him on the spot. Things like that concerns me. I don't know whether it's legal or not, but those type things concern me. We had problems in Norway with our police department some while ago, and we went to the devil trying to get it back. Now that we got it back, I don't see that much of a difference or a change, because we're still dealing with the same issues. And it's going to be hard because we don't have a whole lot of funds to support a police department. But the money has to come from somewhere. So anybody who visits Norway, who stays in Norway, who passed through Norway, I'm not saying that we don't have traffic situations. I'm not saying that we don't have crimes. But what I am saying is there is a great concern for those that come and they are literally harassed by our police department because they need to make money to pay salaries. That's what it all boils down to. They need to make money to pay salaries. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. And if it means that I have to go to jail in order to get my point across, then that's what it's going to entail. Okay?